Wildside wrestling fans, and welcome to another edition of Wildside TV. I am your host, the real Bobby Munson, and with me, as always, my colleague, he is Papa Smokes, the man with the Agile Boys. How you doing this week, Papa Smokes?
Doing all right, Munson. How's everybody doing out there?
Hopefully you're all geared up, ready for another exciting night of Wildside action. We are already down at ringside, but before we get started with the action, Papa Smokes has a very special message to send out this evening.
Yeah, that's right, Munson. Papa Smokes with a special shout-out tonight for one of Saskatoon's wrestling community's newest and youngest fans, Baby Henry, who was born to terrible medical conditions 6 weeks ago, still undergoing the battle of his life. Big to Henry and your family out there. We're following you. We're feeling for you. Stay strong, guys, and we'll see you back at the matches soon.
Opportunities here in this very building to lift your suspension. You had matches you had to win, but you didn't get the job done, right? So your suspension stays. We gave you another opportunity, and then what happened? You didn't get the job done, so your suspension stays. You either give me a chance to lift the suspension, or you're never going to see this title ever again. We've already got a card booked. All the talent is... Yeah, and if you'd actually be a proper champion, if you actually wouldn't try and end your opponent's careers rather than in the spirit of competition, maybe we would have had this suspension to begin with. Professional wrestling. You are unprofessional. You don't represent this brand well. You don't represent this company well. Coming down the pipe tonight, I'll tell you right now, it's going to stop everybody. But tonight, if I got anybody in the back that isn't already booked, and you want a chance to shut Asesino up,
let's see if somebody's ready to step up to the challenge here. GM Mike McGuire wants to give Asesino a chance to lift his suspension here, Papa Smokes. Many chances that Asesino has had so far. You know, I think the fans at this point, they want to see a defense of the Central Canadian Heavyweight Championship. I hate to agree with Asesino that it feels like the company is spitting on that title right now because we have not seen it defended in a long time.
They absolutely are, Munson. I'm so sick of hearing this bull crap all the time. The most prestigious title in HIW wrestling, one of the biggest superstars in HIW wrestling, Asesino, and he's getting treated with no respect around here. This is just brutal.
It looks like young Tony Novak going to step up to the plate of Asesino here tonight. You know that these two have got a bit of a storied past. This was a fan at one point that Asesino challenged to a match and pulled off that upset victory over Asesino, and he's going to step up here now that he's had a little bit more experience, had some guidance under Bucky McGraw previously in 2018. now we're going to get to see how much that's paid off for Tony Novak as he goes one-on-one with the champ here tonight.
Oh, good luck to Tony with this one. He's got an angry champion. I don't see him having much chance in this at all.
Well, he's going to put up a fight nonetheless. The challenge was made. Anybody on the back who wasn't already booked looking to come out here and try to put a stop to El Asesino and finally send him packing. But unfortunately, it just really doesn't do much for our Central Canadian Heavyweight Championship picture right now, Pop Smokes. I mean, the title has almost been irrelevant to the company in the last several months. And it's not, once again, I hate to agree with him. This is not the fault of El Asesino in a sense, because they have not allowed him to defend the title. He has been on suspension. In my personal opinion, you want to punish El Asesino for his actions, make him go out there, defend his championship week after week, and that's how you make this guy pay off his debt for what he's done to the company.
Well, I can't believe my ears, Munson. You're talking some real sense here finally. I just can't believe it.
Well, you know what? At heart, I'm still a wrestling fan, Pop Smokes, and I want to see the wrestling happen. That's what we need.
Fair enough. Keeping this top competitor under suspension just makes no sense, absolutely, to me. It all stems over an injury that occurred in a professional wrestling match, which happens, which is inevitable sometimes. And I think it's just HIW's management trying to bury the Mexican devil.
Well, you say that. I mean, he has done a lot to a lot of different people here. He has caused a lot of problems, as you've seen, over time, despite what you may think and everything. So I do understand from their perspective why they're doing this to him. But at the same time, I mean, the guy is a champion. You need to make a decision already. Either he's going to be in there and be a fighting champion that he wants to obviously be, or you need to do something about that title picture immediately. The fans deserve a champion that they can see when they come to our shows.
Can't disagree with you there.
Tony Novak getting the best of El Asesino there, and El Asesino rolling to the outside. A little bit stunned, I think, that Tony Novak took him out there.
Okay, Mark, don't worry about El Asesino. You better worry about Tony Novak.
I'm a little worried about the camera operator getting so close there to El Asesino. Definitely no fan of the video guy, that's for sure. The fans seem to be getting inside El Asesino's head once again. He's going to challenge another one. Maybe we'll have another Tony Novak story coming up here. I think Tony Novak needs to keep his eye on El Asesino there and definitely not on the fans. But definitely not a man that I'd want to be turning my back to ever. Just want to let everybody know about the big announcement that occurred during the tapings of this show, just coming up in March here for Wildside TV and for Wildside Wrestling. We got a big announcement. Our Ring of Honor television champion, Jeff Cobb, is going to be coming to Wildside Wrestling in March. Coming up, that's going to be a big deal for us here at Pop Smoke, so we're looking forward to having Jeff Cobb on the card. If anyone wants to find out about getting tickets to that show, you can definitely check out www.hiwcanada.com or follow us on social media as well. So, Jeff Cobb going to be a huge name heading our way once again, Pop Smoke.
Yeah, unbelievable. Jeff Cobb coming to Wildside Wrestling in Saskatoon. Huge news. A huge man that's a suplex master and really just a great competitor in the ring. I can't wait to watch his work live.
I'd really like to, looking at it this way, I'd like to see a champion versus champion match. Let's see the Ring of Honor television champion take on our Central Canadian heavyweight champion. That'd be quite the showing.
It's a great idea, Munson.
Hey, and all this time, I could have been the GM. We would have had these things rolling.
What's with you tonight, Munson? You're making so much sense. I'm not used to this at all.
The doctor put me on some pills, slowed me down a bit.
That's a good thing. Flip.
Tony Novak go down hard there. Tony Novak really has come a long way since we saw him debut early last year there, Pop Smokes. I mean, this guy was plucked out of the crowd, and an absolute just a fan on the sidelines there. He came into here and he's been really learning the ropes, finding the ways of Wildside wrestling. And I mean, he's come a long way in a short period of time. Still got a long ways to go, but I mean, he's really stepping up to the plate, showing that he's eager. You know, I mean, he's got no fear, obviously. Definitely stepping in there with the likes of El Asesino.
You're right about that, Munson. He's come a long way. When you're looking at this match, he's in way over his head. He's in there with a veteran, a vicious tactician in El Asesino, and wow, he's getting a real lesson in hard-nosed wrestling.
So for those of you who didn't catch it earlier there, this match stipulation, El Asesino picks up a victory here over Tony Novak. His suspension will be lifted. He will be back onto the Wildside roster. However, if he loses here, to me, I understand that becomes a permanent suspension.
Just more of this bull crap going on from the HIW management. I'm sick of it. Ever since Alexander Prime took his position in Regina, and then this Mike McGuire character is running around HIW Wildside now, suspending people, making rules, making different matches, changing stuff all over the place. I don't like it. I really don't like it.
Change is hard for some people, that's for sure. And El Asesino going to the top, looking for death from above to finish young Tony Novak off here. He's up and he's down, but he misses with the connection. Doesn't quite make it. Tony Novak has got a huge opportunity here, Pop Smoke. If he just gather himself together, he could really do a number on El Asesino.
Pretty slow trying to get to his feet here. Novak trying to clear the cobwebs, trying to get some offense going against El Asesino.
He's definitely been worse for wear, but he's going to have to give it all he's got here. He's lining the champ up, and well, there's this Tony Novak then as of late. And a sling blade there takes the champ down. I mean, this Tony Novak, this is a guy we can get behind here. Fantastic in-ring work that we haven't seen coming out of Tony Novak previously. Time to capitalize. No time to waste when it comes to taking on El Asesino. And the DDT. Wow. Does hit him, Tony.
See Asesino's head spike into that mat. That's some authority.
We could very well be seeing stars at this point, Pop Smokes. And Tony Novak looking to go up now. They say high risk, high reward, but is this the right move against the likes of El Asesino? No, Asesino finds a way, as always. That gray area working in his advantage.
Looks like the referee lost his footing and fell into the ropes there that caused Tony Novak to lose his spot on the top rope there.
There would be a lot of clumsy referee mistakes every time El Asesino's in the ring. That superplex, that's got to be enough right there. Wait a second.
What the?
Oh my! That was 3 Pop Smokes. It's over.
No.
The champ is down for the 3 count, and he's gone.
Are you kidding me?
This has got to be his last opportunity at getting back onto the roster now. What the hell is going to happen with the Central Canadian Heavyweight Championship?
This is bogus. This is even worse than before. What the heck is going on?
Tony Novak picking up a huge victory, a big upset victory, and this time you can't even say that it was due to any outside interference from anybody else. That was all Tony on that one, Pop. You know, your boy El Asesino there's got a little bit of ring rust from spending all that time off at the moment.
And just a situation that goes from bad to worse. Like I said before, not a fan of what's going on here in this particular angle. El Asesino being held back, being disrespected constantly. Something's got to bend or break pretty soon.
We got a little song chant going for El Asesino from the crowd on hand in Saskatoon tonight, Bob Smokes.
He's punted very
One of these days, I'm never going to come back into this ring, and we'll see who's cheering then.
Well, looks like El Asesino going to throw a little temper tantrum on his way out there.
Why shouldn't he?
Well, that was a very interesting way to start the night off, to say the very least. A very shocking ending to that particular matchup, Bob Smokes. We're going to move on from there. We have got quite the main event in store for you guys here tonight. This is actually a rematch from a match that took place quite some time ago, well over a year ago. Was the last time that these two individuals locked up. This would be Kat Von Heez and Michael Richard Blais. Last time they locked up was during the tournament to crown a new Wildside provincial champion. We know epically that night that Kat Von Heez went to two other superstars in order to make it to Blais, and then ended up victorious and going on to carry that Wildside provincial championship with quite a bit of pride, and quite a great run that he had as well too. So it's going to be a different story here tonight. No titles on the line this time around. It's just all about the blood feud between these two.
This is still a dream match for HIW Wildside anytime. Michael Richard Blais versus Kat Von Heez, two of our biggest superstars, two of our most popular and most unpopular superstars. This is going to be one hell of a match.
Definitely will. Looking forward to it. Those of you watching out there, if this is your first time over to Wildside TV, thank you for joining us here tonight. I want you to go ahead and do us a favor, click the subscribe button and turn on the notifications there on YouTube. That way you're going to get notified anytime that we release new material here on the channel. And while we're at it, we're just going to also mention that if you like the work you get from ourselves here, myself and Pop Smoke, you might want to also check us out on our channel, Ring Respect Radio on YouTube here as well. So head on over there, give us a subscribe. A lot of great content over there that we can also share with you, the fans. Here he comes, probably notoriously one of the biggest names in Wildside Wrestling. Love him or hate him. This guy has been all over the world, Pop Smokes, and stepped inside the ring with some of the absolute best.
It's God's gift to wrestling. I truly believe that he is that. It's God's gift to Wildside wrestling, that's for sure. Every time he comes out, he would be a spectacular match. I think that might have been for you, Nelson.
I believe it was. Don't know whether to take it as a compliment or think that he's marking me with a kiss of death or something like that. I have run my mouth a little bit too much around here, so it could be either or. You talk about polarizing figures in the wrestling world and stuff like that, and I almost have to say that Blais fall into that category just slightly there, Pop Smoke, because of the fact that this guy is, you know, I mean, he is a bad guy wrestler. He's out there, he's cheating, he's doing what he can in order to win matchups and stuff like that. Yet the fans don't despise him on, say, the level they do with Steve Shabazz or El Asesino around here. The fans actually really love Michael Richard Blais despite his bad guy tactics.
He's such a wild personality. He's outlandish. He's got that rock star image to him, and the fans just can't get enough of this guy. He's one of those men that you love to hate.
We're going to get things started off. We should be in for one hell of a treat here tonight. This is going to be a main event to end all main events. That bell is rung. Got kick him off those ropes and let's get this underway. Goes both ways. Wait a second. Oh, there's that dastardly Blais.
Well, the bell had rung. You told Kat to do it.
Yeah, I did. So I can't really say that there was anything wrong of what happened there. Blais knows he's going to have to do everything he can, though, against Kat Von Heez. She is one hell of a competitor and going to give him one hell of a fight here tonight. But she's also got to keep her eyes out because of her issues with the Dixie Dragon as of late. So you never know where the Dixie Dragon could be lurking, looking for his opportunity to take Kat out.
Forget she stepped in at the conclusion of a couple of his matches, too, and made her presence felt. So, entirely possible that Dixie Dragon could do the same thing.
Definitely. In fact, we actually just saw that just this previous Saturday on Wildside TV at the conclusion of the Kid Chocolate Dixie Dragon match there at Kat Von Heez came and put a stop to Dixie's actions. He's now referring to himself as the rightful main event here in Wildside Wrestling. And I don't think a lot of us are going to argue to the point that he belongs there.
Yeah, it's a little bit of respect.
He's going to have to keep his eye out, though, too. We're talking about Kat Von with the Dixie Dragon. I mean, Blais has got a whole list of guys that are watching after him at the moment. I mean, he is having problems with Los Rudos as of late, problems that he's created with El Asesino there. He's had his problems in the tag division with both Flex Appeal and the Intelligence, and he's also got to be worried a little bit about the HIW Grand Canadian Champion, Sean Moore, as the two of them are going to be locking up at Spring Meltdown in Regina coming up as well, too.
Absolutely, that's being a superstar like Michael Richard Blais is you have a target on your back all the time. Everybody wants a piece of you.
Blais is calling his own match by the looks of it here, Papa Smoke. He doesn't even need us, apparently. I think we can just go have a coffee break during this one.
Yeah, he's doing a little sermon to the fans here.
They're not very slow and methodical here. Blais really just trying to pick Kat Von Heez apart.
Blais isn't taking Kat Von Heez too lightly with all this grandstanding going on here. Not an opponent to be taken lightly by any means.
Two count already. I mean, man, Blais has really done a number on Kat here already. Like, rendered her absolutely useless in this match at the moment. And it's not like with something we're used to seeing from Kat Von Heez. Michael Richard Blais might be ready to head on to that top rope, either that or just mock the fan, one or the other, or maybe both. Could very well end this match early. This would be a huge upset for Blais to take this match in such epic fashion here. And missing with the 450 splash, Kat finally back up to her feet. There we go. Now she's back in, and we've got a match on our hands finally here, Pop Sports.
Look at this Indian abdominal stretch. You could have a submission here.
I think Kat would really love to prove herself once again here against Michael Richard Blais, because, I mean, for argument's sake, if he was to go on to beat Sean Moore at Spring Meltdown for that HIW Grand Canadian Championship, if Kat Von Heez picks up a win here tonight, you would think that then she would be able to stake her claim towards that championship moving forward. Ducks out of the way. Beautiful move there from Kat. And rolls through, going for a second one. Rolling through again. We're going to go for the trifecta. Into the bridging pin, and only 2.5. Blais manages to get himself out of that sticky situation.
In the 4 months, I really think that Kat Von Heez, or really anyone that manages to pin Michael Blais' shoulders to the mat for a 3 count is definitely going to get the notice of any champions nearby, any championship committee. So, if you get a pinfall on Michael Richard Blais, yeah, you're definitely going to get some attention.
Standing moonsault. Only gets him a 2.5 count though. Kat not going to go down that easy. Blais might be calling for the brainbuster already here. Kat reversing it, making sure it doesn't happen. We're going for that cover. Not enough. Anybody out here who's following along with us on Wildside TV, make sure to use the hashtag Wildside TV on Twitter to follow along with us and give us your thoughts on the matchup here tonight. And also make sure to give Pop Smokes a follow. He can use a few more friends out there in Twitter land. I say things like that, Pop Smokes, but I come to the realization as well too that we've got this roster full of great superstars, and Pop Smokes is one of the only few that has his own line of T-shirts available at the shows.
That's right.
As worn by Asesino, I do believe. Looking for the sharpshooter, Kat Von Heez walking it in. Can she bridge and finish this one off? Can't quite seem to get it. Blais seemed to knock the arm away, give himself just enough leverage. He's reaching towards those ropes. Can Kat bring him back in though? No, he's got him. It's going to break the hold. Super kick takes Kat down hard.
Wow, did you hear the impact of that?
Almost as thunderous as the impact inside this arena where Kat got to cut her husband's hair not that long ago. Wonder how Bobby Sharp is doing it these days. I know he listens in every once in a while, so hey Bobby, if you're listening, screw you. Blais missed it with that high-risk maneuver. With a power bomb. That's got to be it, Papa Smokes. No, 2.5. Not quite enough. Yeah, not hesitating. She's ready to finish Blais off for good. And he reverses out. There is that brain buster.
Oh, it's all over.
No, not quite. Kat managed to get back out of that one.
Wow, the resiliency of Kat Von Heez, that's quite impressive.
What is it going to take to end either one of these two in this matchup here tonight? What a main event we have had for our fans tonight, Papa Smokes. Blais now heading to the top rope once again, looking for that high-risk maneuver. Hits the 450 splash this time. That has got to be it. And that is it. Michael Richard Blais picking up the victory.
That was incredible.
I mean, he's really making a statement as we head towards spring meltdown that he is ready for Sean Moore. And I think Sean Moore is going to have one hell of a challenge on his hand when he steps in there with Tosh Gibson wrestling. Fans might not be that happy because they love Kat Von Heez, but I mean, that was a great match, and Michael Blais coming out clean in this particular encounter as well too. So this is really good, boding well for him moving forward.
We're building up towards these big springtime shows in HIW, both in HIW Canada and Wildside here. Michael Blais looking strong, looking to just scoot right into spring meltdown.
Definitely is. And, speaking of big events, we're going to have Battle Arts coming up as well, too. That's going to be going down in May of this year, Papa Smokes. That's a huge deal coming up for us here at Wildside Wrestling. Again, check us out on all social media, as well as HIWCanada.com for all information and ticket information as well on how you can get to those events. And as always, once again, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notifications here on the channel. Definitely helps us out and it'll help you out once we release new material. But in the meantime, that's going to be it for us this week on Wildside TV. I want to thank you all for having us tune in into your own homes this Saturday afternoon. And we look forward to seeing you again next Saturday. From myself and Papa Smoke, you have yourselves a great day.